Hello traders, this is Carolina Lizan, a graduate student of the Grok Trade Mentoring Program. It is Thursday, March 10th of 2011, and we are looking at the Q's daily chart, and wow, what a day! Check this out, what happened here yesterday, and 2 days ago, and 3 days ago. We formed that low base formation right here at our major area of support that we talked about here for quite a while, and finally we broke back to the downside, gapping down today and holding that gap. So we never went up there, and we never even tried filling that gap, and we held that low and continued lower, closing the day below all major areas of support. First of all, check this out. We are still in a bearish territory. We are really bearish at this point in time. We are below the 8 moving average. So according to the 8 moving average, we are in a bearish territory. And also, we are below that area of support which I mentioned to you few days ago, this black thick trend line as well as the red moving average crossing over with that black trend line, which was acting as a significant area of support, and we broke through it. And you remember, as we talked about it as being a really hard wall to break, and we finally broke through it and closed below it, so we are in trouble. So what we need to pay really close attention to tomorrow is that upper area of resistance. Remember that support once broken becomes resistance, so that's what we're going to look at here tomorrow. Watch this black trend line right here, and it's acting as a resistance at this point in time, so watch that one. If we ever get a bounce after that huge drop, we don't have to, but we could get a bounce. We could try to fill that gap, and we could get all the way up to that area of resistance, so watch that, as well as watch the high of today, which is at the 56.52 mark, and also watch the low of today, which is at the 55.91 mark right here. So if we ever went lower, first of all, we would need to break through the low of today, break through the 55.91 mark, and then close below it, and then we could head lower to that next area of support right here, the 55.70 mark. And then if we ever broke through that one, and if we ever closed below it, then we would head lower to that next area of support right here at the 50, about the 54.92 mark. So pay close attention to that. And look at this. Look what's happening with the MACD. It's heading south with a big negative tick, which means that we are bearish, really bearish, according to the MACD as well as according to the charts. We're still below the 8 moving average, which means that we are in a bearish territory. With the MACD confirmation, it's confirming a bearish run, and now it's crossing over to the other side of the zero line, which means that we would be in trouble if we ever cross over and continue to the downside and continue crossing that zero line and continue to the other side of the trade. So pay close attention to that. And check this out. See that increase in volume? Wow, that's amazing. So as I mentioned here to you, on this day, on this up day, we didn't have that much of a volume right there. So it didn't tell us anything at that point. But now, every time we get a down day, we get the spike in volume. So watch that as well. So again, pay really close attention to all major areas of support and resistance that I showed you here today, and look for confirmation with the MACD. So have a wonderful day and trade smart.